What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Space Engineers episode 16 on the survival world. Last episode, I got the moon base completely airtight and pressurized, as well as started on the Izzy's inventory manager script. Got it up going, pretty basically. There's a lot more I can do with it, and there's a lot more that I'm going to do with it. A little bit off camera that I got done, I went ahead and threw up a couple of LCD panels here. The main one, which just shows what all of the cargo containers are filled at. So we have one cargo container for ores, one for ingots, one for components, and one for tools, ammo, and bottles. For some reason it shows up as all three of them. I'm sure I can go in and change that at some point. And then on this LCD here, I have all of my ingots. The iron is kind of dropping just a little bit because it's welding some platform outside right now. Magnesium, very, very low on magnesium, only have 22. So that is something that I'm going to have to get very soon, and which will lead into this episode. I want to build a new mining ship, mainly for the moon and for the utility ship. The two of them will be two peas in a pod and work together. I did get a little bit of stuff done on the utility ship. We'll go take a look at that real quick. Mainly I repainted it, or changed the paint on it a little bit to orange and dark gray. I'm still kind of working on how I want that to look. I did just a little strip of orange here because I want the inside of it not to be showing any of the orange. So if we come down here, this is all gray, and I wanted inside to be one uniform color. I might change up the lockers and programmable block to a little bit of a lighter color to help kind of accent with the inside. So other than repainting this ship, I don't think I really added anything to it yet. Oh, and then yeah, last episode I threw this massive jump drive on here. It is all charged up, and I disconnected its 2,000 kilometer jump, which is the max of a jump drive. So I guess the weight limit of the ship isn't quite at the area where it's going to start dropping in distance yet. Let's pull up my HUD. The sapper ship here is going to be taken off. I want to build a much larger mining ship for this one. The sapper's decent for small projects here and there, but yeah, I don't know. And then one other thing that I did off camera is I made this little autocannon turret here. It's not done yet. I just wanted to see if I could get it to work, and we'll say, hopefully there's a meteor storm at some point, because this thing is pretty gnarly. And I set it up so that all the guns are sequenced, so it just fires like really fast in a loop. I like it. So I think I'm going to be putting these guys onto this ship as well, instead of the, I think this is an assault cannon turret. I'm going to replace the Gatlings with a couple Gatling customs, and probably make a custom assault cannon or autocannon. I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I have 4 custom turrets on here, if that's, do I need 4 custom turret controllers? I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think I would. So that's going to take up a little bit of space. I'll have to figure out where I'm going to put those. But like I said before, I want to raise the deck of this up 1 block, so that's going to free up a ton of extra space. Lots to do. Lots and lots of projects to get done, but primarily I want to get that mining ship done. And outside of the game, I just thought it was kind of a funny story. So I have my computer and stuff in my basement, which is unfinished right now. I'm slowly working on finishing it to have like a nice office space setup area. And I added like a cat door to the basement window so the cats can have indoor outdoor cats, and they come and go. Anyways, one of my cats decided to bring a mouse in through the window last night, and the mouse it was still alive, and so now it's free somewhere in my basement. That's absolutely lovely. So I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna take care of that problem. Yeah, so let's get started. I want to clear all of this out. And as always, I like to start with a landing gear. Let me go ahead and recharge. These refill stations are super amazing. I did actually put one outside as well. So, here. I gotta add some lights or something. Some light posts around this area and light things up a little bit. Let's go small landing gear. So we're gonna want to start with that. And actually, I'm gonna probably turn the build and repair off. But let's see. Where do I want to start? Probably right about here. That's going to end up getting welded up, so I want to turn the build and repair off for the time being. And don't know if I want to start with the cockpit. Let's grab some of that. Alright, so I think what I'll do, I'm going to bring this up quite a ways. Oops. And that way we have plenty of room to work with this guy. Yeah, I think I will start with the cockpit. And we're gonna go with... I think we'll do the industrial cockpit this time. And we're gonna go with modular cargo containers, 2 of them. Let's start with this guy. Put you way up here. I thought I grabbed what I needed for it. Ooh, that just gave me the large grid. Didn't need that. Alright, what kind of connections we got? 2 small ones. They've got a... Oh, I thought we had a large one. Okay, we got none on the bottom. 2 small there, and the small one on top. That's not too bad. These guys are... Okay. And this one's going to be ion based, I'm thinking. Probably... I don't want to do the sci-fi. I think we're going to go warfare. Okay, so a large warfare thruster is... like that. Not entirely sure how I want to lay this out. Let's use blocks to fill it for now. So I go with those. It's got large, large, small on top. I don't know how wide is too wide on this guy. What is that? That 5 tall? Oh, it is. That's pretty big. Alright, let's go ahead and place... probably right... Oh, nope, that's not where I want it. Go right there. I'm going to want the same thing on the other side, but it's not going to let me place it. And we are going to need a conveyor converter. Right there. Is that going to allow it to stay? So if I put another one right here, that might actually allow me to place this guy. Okay. That'll work. And then I can take out these blocks in the middle. I'm gonna need batteries. Those would fit pretty nicely. Yeah, so let's put one right there. Does that leave? Oh yeah, that fits really nice. Then maybe do a large thruster with another battery. And that one large ion thruster on the bottom, downward facing, will probably be plenty of lift. Maybe I'll put a second one here. Yeah, let's try that out. I'm gonna turn... I do want to turn the build and repair on. If I need to grind stuff down, it can always... The janitor on the build and repair will just pick the stuff back up, so it's not a huge deal. So we'll turn that guy on. We got a couple batteries, one large ion thruster there. I mean, that's already pretty wide. I guess it's not terrible. Not very long. But I do want to figure out the drill situation just a little bit. Let's get rid of the cockpit. Drills. So for the drills, if I rotate that, it's going to line up pretty well. But I actually might want to bring... Let's try this. Grab some of these. Will that fit all the way across? I think it would. But I think I can go... Put a couple of light armor blocks. And will that stretch across down here? It sure will. Okay. Like that. Let's grab some conveyors. If I put a conveyor junction right here. There. That'll give me space to put drills down. Put one here. One there. Ooh, that doesn't quite match. It doesn't have to. How would it look if I flip you like that? That looks kind of silly. Okay. Let's go conveyor here. And there. And I can hook it like that. Doesn't look too terrible, and there should be plenty of room to clear everything out. I could always put one down a little lower down here as well. Maybe on top. I think putting one on top would probably look a little bit funny. We'll go with that for now. Is that thruster done? Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll do that for now. I'm wondering if... Put one on the side.
Critical.
Let's see how funny that might look if I had a couple on the side. I could flip those ones. I don't think that looks too bad, actually. That could work. And that'll give plenty of room right in here for maybe an antenna or detector on the other side, and then a couple spotlights. Let's try that. We got the... Actually, I was curious. What is your inventory capacity? It's 10,000 liters. The modular cargo is 30,000. 60. I mean, that's a hell of a lot more than we have on the Sapper, so... It's doing pretty good. Let's do... We'll do an ore detector, or do we want the spotlights on the inside? No, I think outside. We can do an ore detector here with an antenna right there. I'll flip it so it's facing down. One thing that does kind of suck is you can't... The drill takes quite a bit of space, so it's like empty right there. Ah, crap. Now it's projecting everything. I think we'll go with the classic spotlights. One right there. One right there. I don't know what I'm going to put in those spots. I'm going to put something in there, I feel like. Just looks incomplete. I don't know how I would connect a drill down here. Unless I come back a level. No, there's no conveyor connections. Or actually there could be. Yeah, okay. I might put another drill down here. I'm not 100% sure yet. But so far that's looking pretty decent. So then I need to figure out warfare. Those fit pretty well. I think I do want a O2H2 generator on this thing. And I think if I put these guys, they'll stick up a little bit, but I can fill it with armor blocks later. But I could put my downward thrust 1, 2, 3, 5 right down the center. I don't think that would look too bad. We got up, down. Could have side to side and reverse thrust. Ooh, that's where we're gonna have to figure that out. Could put one right in here. I really hate that the drills don't have an even hitbox. Or is that what that's called? The square around them. You got that gap and you can't really do anything with it. Very frustrating. I guess I could put some down here. Put a couple down here. I think I will put one in there. It looks kind of funny, but it'll work. Might be able to put a couple right here too. Okay. So we got reverse thrust. Let's go 3 there. 3 there. That'll work. Sorry, so we got down, up, side to side, reverse. We just need forward thrust for this thing to be operational. And as well as gyroscopes. I think we're going to go with 2 gyroscopes for now. One right here. One right there. And I probably want some small reactors on this. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we got those side thrusters. I'm wondering if I want to put a converter. Yeah, we will want an H2O2 generator, so I'm going to put one of those on. Where do I want to put it? Here? Actually, that doesn't look terrible.
Meteor storm.
Oh, meteor storm. We were waiting for that. Hopefully it works. I think it's working. Oh, it's way over there. So I don't think that one's gonna fire then. Because they're pretty far away. Ah, what a bummer. What a bummer. Okay. So back to this guy. What were we doing? Why aren't those ones on? Those ones are on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 8 reverse thrusters. It doesn't look that bad, honestly. It could work out. Okay. So 1 H2O2 generator there. I think those are the same size as the battery. So to kind of even it out a little bit, I could put ore detector off. Pretty sure they're the same size. I could put another battery right there. And that'll just at least even it out. Oh, right in this gap might be a perfect spot for a small hydrogen tank. Hydrogen. Is it this one? Which one is it then? Must be this one then. Okay. So that can go. Yeah, that fits perfectly right in there. Let's put a couple of those guys. Small hydro. I might move my gyroscopes because a couple of oxygen tanks right there. That would work. Let's take those out. Small oxygen tanks. Yes. It's probably overkill, but I think I'm gonna put 4 of them. I'm sure that's overkill. Gyro right there, maybe. Or right here, and then small reactor here. Yeah, let's do that. So, gyro. Gyro. If I want to put a survival kit on this, don't think so. No, because it's going to be going with this guy here. So we've got all that. If I put some forward thrust on you, what if... That's probably a bit much. That sticks out quite a bit as well. Oh, it's pretty nice right here though. Let's try that. We'll put a couple of these. If it's too much, then I can put one in the middle maybe. I could put a 4th battery. And then maybe connectors on the back. I'm gonna want it to have a small connector. Ooh, the ejection system could go back here maybe. Is there anywhere we'd be able to put a small connector on it? On the bottom. Maybe if I put it back here somehow. Don't know what I want to do with this.
Energy critical.
Oh geez, my energy's down again. Alright. Good enough. I have everything I need to place this, so maybe let's do that and that. Do I need them? Not necessarily. Let's use some of these. I can change the armor blocks later. If I do that and put a couple here, maybe if I put my connector here. Let's do, no, not the T junction. Inset connector. Ooh, it's got a couple of connection spots. Go with that. And I can do a C connection into a T. Oh, you're not doing what I want you to do. Okay. So if I do that, that will connect the small connector down here, which is where we can... Oh, no, actually that's not quite gonna work. I actually want that to come down a little bit further because of the drills. Okay, so if I do that guy and then the connector, then I can kind of work the armor blocks around it. That should make it lock up just fine. And now I also need to make a system to eject stone. And I think the best way to do that might actually be with these guys. Let me just fill that with those. But if I use the... Oh, they don't have a port on the side. Ooh, let's try this. So if we go here, here, we have a sorter. There. Oh, yeah. So then let's go... That should be connected, and that should be connected. And that'll give us 4 connectors to eject all of our stone. Then we can just do a C here. there. Can I use build info on here? No, because that's showing me the modular cargo container. Drano on, whitelist. Stone. Drano on, whitelist, stone as well. Okay. Yeah, so we'll rename all of these. Ejector. Connector. Eject doors. Yeah, sure. Okay. And throw out on. And that off. That should be okay. Sorter ejectors. Go ahead and turn those off for now. Alright, that looks pretty good. So that should eject everything just fine. Side to side. Lift. And I think we might be okay to take this out. Looks like. Let's clear that out. Alright, right. And stick another one of those guys here. Okay. That is getting there. It doesn't look too terrible, I don't think. Let's hop in it. And it moves relatively okay. Lift isn't terrible. Forward thrust is pretty good. But like I said, this is only for space and the moon. Don't know how well it's going to handle once it's completely filled. With the batteries, I think we're good with 3 batteries. We got quite a bit of time, and they're not even charged, so that's not bad. I think I might want to squeeze a little bit more lift thrust all around it. That's a 1 block space right here. How do you look if I take you out? You got stuff inside. So I don't really have room to place another ion thruster. Maybe I do. And I could put my connector towards the front a little, because I could take this out and replace it with conveyor line. So maybe let's take that out. Just want to see. Yeah, so if we take out you. Hopefully that doesn't... Oh, that's connected to the, conveyor thing. Conveyor converter. So that can come out. I think I can take these out. And that'll let me shove another one of these right inside. Right there. Yeah, that fits perfect. So that's going to give me just a little bit more lifting thrust. And then I can put a connector probably right there. So I think I might put a drill as well. Nope, actually, if I put a drill down there, the connector's not quite going to work. So I think we might be okay with this one. So let's go ahead. Take these. 1, 2, 2, and then we can stick a T and then our connector can go on. Okay. I think that'll work. I mean, we'll try it. So let's go in here. We got plenty of lift now. Toolbox, drill. Okay, so the drills are working. Group sorter ejectors. On and off. How much bigger is this than the sapper anyways? I don't think it's really that much bigger. Yeah, it's not too... It's got more drills, obviously, but it's really not that much larger. Huh. It's kind of funny. You can always make improvements on it later. I want to put my docking connector here. Switch lock. And I want to turn the strength down so that it doesn't go whipping the ship all over the place. Let me put it... Oh, we gotta put lights on this thing too. But I want to see... How does it go with docking? We got proxy. Oh, look at that. It's locked. A little bit lopsided, but it's locked. Okay. That works. And it's not too big either. Nice. And then when I do the elevated deck on this, I'll be able to stick it out a little bit so that we can walk right past it. But all in all, I think it's a pretty good size for this ship. Yeah, so you can't quite fit through there. Yeah, alright. Actually, if I leave it hooked up, that should be fine. Whoop. I want to... I don't know if I want to put reactors on it or not. No, I think for now I'll leave it without reactors, but I can... grab those and recharge. 263. Fully depleted in 2 hours. 1 hour. I think the orange ones are the ones on the ship. This ship, the big ship. Okay. So let that recharge a little bit. That's looking pretty good. And we can go ahead and test it here soon. And I'll have to give it a paint job that matches this ship as well. I'm gonna move the sapper. So we don't want you anymore. Connect. Disconnect. And where am I gonna park you? Actually, I guess you can go right back on the B60. Actually, I don't even think this is the B60. I think it's the something 410. And connect. Off. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, I like it. Actually, it doesn't look... Even without trying to, you know, beautify it with armor blocks, it doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't. Alright, let me... copy this block. Shift. Click. Just try to give it a little bit of orange accent here and there. No, I'm not trying to withdraw stuff. I'm trying to paint it. Okay. What about these? Do we want these orange? Sure. Battery. Where's the other battery? I don't think I can reach the other battery. No, I won't be able to from here. All right. Cockpit. It looks pretty silly. No, it doesn't look too bad. I think the cockpit needs to stay gray. Yes. And paint those. Okay. Alright. That don't look too bad. Cool. That will work for now. I like it. We'll have to test it out. I think, so this has an ore detector on it. I do want to put an ore detector on this ship. Where, though? I don't know. Could stick it in there. Or maybe on the other side. That's the floor. Oh, actually. I think I do want it on the front. That block is the floor. Maybe right in here. What is this block? Small hydrogen tank. I don't need this hydrogen tank. What do you have inside? Stockpile off. If I go to this one, stockpile on. That should empty this one out. And then I can take...
Inventory full. Inventory
Yeah.
full.
Yeah. Alright, so this little space right here will work to put an ore detector. Because then it can be covered back up. Let's go right there. And then grab the half slab. And cover it back up. Okay. Oh, sweet Jesus. Ice, cobalt, nickel, iron. Okay. Turn that ore detector off. 400 meters. Sweet. That'll work. Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to do before I forget, is to refuel the uranium. You can hold 1.2 thousand uranium. That's crazy. All right, and let's grab just 200. So I'm gonna be getting more of it anyways, and 200 should get us going for a fairly long adventure. I don't remember if I have access to storage. 100. Sweet. So what I can do, unlock. So we got like 20 something minutes. And I think I can control my batteries on the other guy from here. Almost fully recharged. We'll leave those alone. Reactors. Turn those on. We're set with power. And I need to put... Oh. Which one? Oh, dang it. I didn't set all of these. What is that ship gonna be named? Well, it's gonna be part of this ship, so we'll just do sus. Minor. Ion. Should be all of them. Think so. Alright, so what I wanted to do then is... Was it this uranium? Or this one? I don't remember. Which actually... You can test out the jump drive also. I don't think I can jump while I'm in the gravity. Once we get out of the gravity field, I can do like a solar barge. I think I've looked at one of those before. But let's go ahead and look at the jump drive. Do like a 200 kilometer jump just to test it out. Jump drive. Let me put it, if I go to the second hotbar, then I can do a increase distance, decrease distance. So 218 is a little too much. Wish I could do smaller increments. Is there a way to do smaller increments? Maybe not. We'll do a 198 kilometer jump. Already set. What? I'm not in a natural gravity field. Ooh, because the Earth is right there. Well, I guess we're not using the jump drive after all. That's a little bit annoying. What if I jump to that one? Is that one also? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, dang it, it is. Alright, I guess we're not jumping. No jump for us today. So, I'll just have to speed up and do this manually. Go ahead and make sure everything is recharged. It's a beautiful view. Let's go. Other than that gaping hole in the side that I still have to fill, I don't know what I'm going to fill it with. I might put more ion miners right there on the side, but other than that, I think it looks pretty decent. I do like the gray and orange. Looks like... I think it's pretty even on both sides, but I think that color scheme looks pretty nice. I do definitely think it'll look a lot better once it's one block higher, because it is pretty flat. Like the way it is right now, it might as well be called pancake. So I'm going to bring it up one more block, and that's going to give us tons of room for other things. But this ship will only ever be space and the moon. Because of its ion thrusters, I won't ever be able to take it to Earth. Go ahead and turn our dampers, or our reverse thrusters back on. We're getting pretty close. My plan is to hopefully mine out the rest of the uranium in this asteroid, as well as the other one, I think. Get those completely mined out. Maybe float around, probably kind of going to do this off camera, but float around to the other asteroids and see if I can find the magnesium. I don't know if magnesium spawns on asteroids or not. I don't know if we're going to slow down quick enough. Let's do that and turn on our hydrogen thrusters for a second. Okay. That just ended up throwing me a little higher than I wanted to. Still coming in a little bit hot. There we go. There's some uranium up there. I think there's a couple of patches of uranium on this one, if I remember correctly. Silicone down there. I think there's some uranium down right in front of me as well. Yes. Alright, so let's park right here. Okay. Whoa! Why am I upside down? That was the other thing I needed to get on. Ooh, okay. Because of the gravity, that's why. Jesus. Need a gravity generator on this thing. Okay. Let's go. Hop in this guy. Let's turn all of the thrusters back on. And I think I want to put a little, let's get some oxygen inside this thing. Oh, maybe not. Huh. So you're filled. Why are you strange? Are those not connected? I thought they were. Connected to the cockpit. Oh, the cockpit is not connected. Actually, I don't think... Oh, shoot. I don't even think the drills are connected to the cargo containers, now that I think about it. I don't have any components all the way out here either. Shit. Shoot. I did not think that through very well. I don't even think they're connected at all. Crap. That sucks. Okay. I don't really know what to do about that. Okay. I might have an idea. Yeah. Oh, that's not my idea. If I mine a little bit of stone, I don't know if I can use my survival kit. Actually, I should be able to use my survival kit to make some super basic components, or the ingots. Okay, stop. How are we gonna do this? Access. Oh, it is in there. How is it in there? Okay. So it's can't go to the cockpit. So the cockpit's not connected. All of the drills are connected though. It's just the cockpit that's not connected. What about... Okay, so we can go to there. So I just need to connect the cockpit. Alright, so I'm not too worried about that. We can run it the way it is for now. What about the ejectors? Do those work? Maybe? Only the 2 of them. I don't know why the other ones aren't working. Interesting. Those ones aren't working. They will work. I'm guessing the sorter's just not quick enough. Alright, that's fine. Let's try it. We'll try this out. It's definitely taking material a lot faster than the sapper was. Alright. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grind out a whole bunch of this uranium and see how we're looking. I wonder if I can mine out the entire thing on one inventory. And I do like that we have a little bit of earth gravity. So the stone is actually kind of falling. Just a tiny bit of gravity, but enough to like pull it away from the ship. That actually looks really cool. We looking. I think we're full of a lot of stone. Yeah, shitload of stone. Don't know. I'm guessing the sorters are just not quite fast enough to eject out of all of them. Maybe. But I was noticing that my ion thrusters look like they're working a little bit hard. I think it would be this one. I guess it's not terrible. Compared to, so like, left and right is 20 kilowatts and our downward one is about half of its usage. I think that's because we're slightly in the gravity field. So it does make me wonder how it's going to work on the moon, but I think it'll be fine because we have two large thrusters on the bottom. It's the top ones that we don't have very many. So I think it'll be okay. And as long as we keep ejecting all that stone out, we've got plenty of room for more uranium. I could always flip the ship around also. Yeah. And that'll help out a bunch. 4 hours of power. Not bad. And now the stone's actually going to fall downward. Where the hell's our ship? Over there. Okay. Well, maybe we'll just kind of stay upright. Keep the gravity in the correct orientation. You need more lights on this one, for sure. Can't really see a whole lot other than where the spotlights are, but that's fine. I'm going to get back to a little bit more mining. Alright, the cargo containers are completely full and the drills are filling up now. And I will say, this thing is working a lot better than I expected it to. What do we have in here? So the drills have some, and then both cargo containers each have 80,000, so we're probably got about 180,000 ore, which is not too bad. The little bit of earth gravity that we have is kind of making the ship struggle just a little bit, especially right there. So what is, yeah, I mean those top thrusters are running 128 out of 200. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy docked onto the main ship so we can try to empty it out. Yeah, it barely wants to move down. Barely. All right. Come on. Connect. Alright, so with that connected, didn't quite empty everything. The drill's emptied. So if I go over here. Where did it go? Oh, it's inside the connector. Connector holds 40,000. Can I move it to there? Yes. And right there. 200. So 203,000 uranium ore. Not bad. And the ship can hold more. But I don't like its positioning with the gravity field and using the top thrusters only. This gravity field's killing me. I need to put a gravity generator on this thing for sure. And that'll be on the list of things to do when the deck gets raised. But all in all, I like it. I like this ship so far. I mean, I could even make it bigger. I don't think I need to. No. Adding a couple more modular containers and making it a little bit bigger. I don't need to do that. Maybe I will in the future, who knows, but I can always come back and dump all the resources because 200,000 ore is pretty damn good. And I think still have quite a bit more uranium ore to go. This patch is a lot bigger than I expected it to be, really. I mean, what, maybe like another 1,000,000 ore left inside of this thing, I'm guessing. Plus there's another one somewhere on this rock. I don't see it right now, but there is another patch. That is pretty awesome. Sweet. All right, so that's gonna do it on this episode, guys. I'm gonna finish mining a bunch of the uranium, maybe take some of the iron since it's there, and get this ship loaded up. But yeah, pretty successful. I like it. I like the way the ship's looking so far. Keeping the same color and everything is pretty sweet. Would be nice to have another ship of some sort, maybe actually like a combat ship to put on this guy. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I hope you have a fantastic day.